Nothing in our neck of the woods, though, immediately.
Yeah, exactly. It's moving away from us. The timing kind of worked out for us in North Alabama. Storms moving through in the early afternoon as opposed to right around now. Not as much energy in the atmosphere to warrant that threat for severe weather locally. Now, we could see some more strong storms tonight into tomorrow morning that could make a mess of your Friday morning commute. But for the commute heading back home this evening from work, looking okay out there. We have cloudy skies, certainly not hot today thanks to the rain that rolled through earlier this afternoon. It is 76 in Huntsville, only 72 in Guntersville. Fort Payne sitting at 76. The warm spot at Muscle Shoals, 86 degrees. Not as much rain in northwest Alabama, leading to slightly warmer weather in that part of North Alabama. Here's your forecast for this evening in Huntsville. We'll see temperatures hovering close to 80 degrees. The rain chances decreasing over the next few hours. So if you do have any plans outside this evening, good chance you're going to be dry. We are dealing with a few light showers on 31 triple Doppler right now. Some of those are close to Huntsville for the time being. I anticipate these are going to fizzle out pretty soon. So again, if you have dinner plans out and about or anything going on in the next several hours, most of you should stay dry. For the time being, light rain in southern DeKalb County, a few showers in Marshall County, passing through Madison and Limestone County as well. The rest of us are currently dry, and we're looking at a bit of a break from this wet weather for at least the next 6 hours, but there is more coming our way tonight. Let's get a look at future radar. Through midnight, we are mainly dry, but here we go. Starting around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, new developing storms are expected near and east of I-65. So you may end up waking up a little bit earlier than you want to tomorrow morning due to some loud thunderstorms that could roll through those locations, and that very well could include Huntsville. It's looking like it could be a mess for many of us as you head out the door on Friday morning. Again, especially for those of you east of I-65. For those of you farther west, there will likely eventually be storms coming your way, but that might be later in the morning and perhaps closer to lunchtime as well. Heading into the early afternoon, we should see most of those storms clear out. Some isolated redeveloping storms possible through the first half of the afternoon, but late afternoon into Friday evening, there is a good chance we will dry out finally at that point. So we're looking at between 3 a.m. and about the early afternoon for our peak window of strong storms. Again, that could make for a mess on the roads Friday morning. Flooding possible in spots. Be aware that it could be a slower go on the roads than normal heading out the door, but heading back home tomorrow should be a lot nicer with mainly dry conditions in place at that point. How much rain are we expecting? Well, most of us could see about an inch, but there's going to be that corridor where we could see 2 to 3 inches, possibly localized higher totals, stretching from near Fayetteville down through Huntsville and Guntersville. That is the area most likely to see some flooding concerns tonight through tomorrow morning. Be aware of that. Typical areas that flood, that are low-lying locations, certainly have the potential of doing that tomorrow as well. So just be safe. Do not try to drive through a flooded road. Find a different route if you do come across flooded roadways. Flood watch in effect until 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon for the majority of North Alabama. And again, we're looking at potential of localized locations receiving over 2 inches of rain. There's your prime window, 3 a.m. through 1 p.m. on Friday, and that will be most likely near and east of I-65. Due to the early morning showers and storms, tomorrow will be another cooler than average day with forecast highs in the mid-80s for most of you, including 87 in Huntsville. Should see a warm-up as we head toward the weekend. Low 90s for your highs on Saturday and Sunday. Those highs will depend on if you get storms. There are more chances for storms during the afternoon hours, both Saturday and Sunday. If you do manage to stay dry, you could be looking at heat index values